All right, for those of you who are trying to figure out, am I trying to poke the bear here by consistently covering Candace Owens? I'm going to answer that question for you right now. Real easy, super easy. Oh, the window's fucked up. No, I'm trying to make a greater point about a big piece that I'm going to be doing in a couple of months. So I'm laying the groundwork by letting you know I don't fuck with these people. If you don't fuck with them either, then you're going to get why you need to hear these takes. Cool, cool. The left is a death cult. I wonder what that means.
It is such great news that President Donald Trump is suing the big tech lords to fight back against big tech's control of the internet. I use ExpressVPN. Ever wondered how free to access tech? Giants make all their money? Well, it's by tracking your searches, video history, and everything that you click on by building a profile on you. And what's more, ExpressVPN encrypts 100% of your network data to protect you from eavesdroppers and cyber criminals. What I like most about it is how easy it is to use, because I am not the best actually when it comes to using tech. But this one, I just open the app, I click one button, and then I am protected on all of my devices. That's why ExpressVPN is rated number PN and going, why is that? Every time I'm at home.
It's just an ad, Marquise. You don't have to react to everything. It's just but it's the audacity for you to start the video out like that, to segue into fuck you.
Ranting about a headline and going, why is the left doing this? My husband says the same thing. He says,
your neck don't hurt from that pivot? Like, your neck don't hurt from that, like, just straight turn.
Because they're a death cult. I've never actually paused to try to understand why he says that over and over again. In fact, I assume that he's making some weird Star Wars analogy. My husband, like most husbands, loves Star Wars. He thinks it's one of the greatest films. And I, not so much. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to be a diplomat about the Star Wars movies. So he said this again last weekend when I was ranting about something. He said the left is a death cult. And I finally asked him to explain what he meant. And I was surprised by his response. Right now in this country, it's difficult to make comprehensive sense of the left's mania. It's like they're social pyromaniacs. They're starting fires everywhere for no reason, just to watch everything burn. Gender, burn it down.
She said the meme, we live in a society. Some men just want to watch the world burn. What is it with conservatives and using fucking Batman references or Marvel references, DC or like Star Wars not so much, but let me tell you about these comic books though. Like, let me tell you about a man named Goku.
Mania. It's like they're social pyromaniacs. They're starting fires everywhere for no reason, just to watch everything burn.
Okay, we heard her say gender. I'm going to reply to that. I'm going to reply to every single thing she says that the left is trying to burn down, and I'm going to make it super fast because I'm tired of explaining it to people who don't want to fucking listen.
Gender, burn it down. Nope. Men can be women. Women can be men. It can't exist.
Okay. That's a nice, stupid way of putting together the gender culture war, as you say it. Men can be women and women can be men. Okay, that exists in biology already. Like, gender roles that a capitalist system has therefore employed tactics to keep going is something that we would like to burn down. Abolish gender, yes, because what fucking purpose does it serve? That was the sports argument. It's the sports argument because it's one of the only real places in which that shit matters. And don't say, oh, in school, my child needs to talk to both boys and girls. It's like they need to talk to people regardless. Remember? Oh my God, we're all one people. Remember that? That was your whole thing? All lives matter? So what difference does it fucking make? We're all human, right? Fucking morons.
Masculinity? Oh, that's toxic. We can't have any
That's the same as saying gender.
more masculinity. That's bad. Burn it down.
Toxic masculinity is bad because men who want to lift and show off their pecs are cool. An entire society designed around how strong you are as a man and how much you can punch through Captain fucking America suck. And it's like I get that that's supposed to make me angry. My whole goal here is to explain to you why it's getting me angry. Why it should be getting you angry and why you should stop listening to her. That's not even the argument when it comes to toxic masculinity. It's the dangerous effects of setting up a man in a capitalist world, in an American world, because God, there's just so many other places where we don't work like that. As human beings, there are other places on this earth where we don't work like that. But okay. All right, you want to have the intelligent, suave, superb conversation. So let us do it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Masculinity Hour. Men are not toxic because they enjoy their masculine traits. It is the comparison between men that drives up a feeling of being inadequate for not being able to provide the same type of male superstardom security that other men pride themselves on doing. In other words, as we say in the hood, being hard. Because being hard will get you shot. You in them streets, you gritty with it. My lady never gonna be suffering. Meanwhile, those men are emotionally unavailable and will freak out at the very slightest sign, the very inch, the very mention of actually approaching what makes them act the way that they do. Therefore, that starts to flounder into other areas of society. Like, for instance, when you might be interested in gaming. In gaming, toxic masculinity takes the form of you not supporting other people in those games and flaming it being because somebody's doing something bad. That's why it's so strange when we hear that's where the white knight culture came from, which eventually turned into Simps. Remember that? I mean, it didn't come from fucking video games, but you remember that era in video game culture, right? All right. Now that we've got that clear.
Climate change. We're all going to be dead in 10 years. For AOC, it's become a pathology. No matter what happens, it's climate change, climate change, climate change. Then there's body positivity and fat acceptance. If you're on Instagram, you know what I'm talking about.
Why are those bad things? That's it. Because it glorifies. If she says it glorifies a negative lifestyle, I'm gonna tell you this right now. Kurt Cope. I was gonna make the Kurt. Fuck. Nope. I saw you was gonna fall. I saw you were gonna fall. I'm not. Guys, I'm gonna figure out how to fix this fucking mic. But like, I can't move. That's why I'd be backing up so I can use my arms for stuff. That right there, that's bullshit. Climate change is a real thing. Hello, like, look outside. I feel like these people never touch grass. How are you not seeing this and being like, this is normal, this is regular? When oil spills into the ocean and catches fire, that's normal. Nothing died from that. It's just the ocean. Who cares? Like, that shit's gonna fall to the bottom of the ocean. Like, that shit's
now they are pushing that there needs to be more acceptance for clinical obesity.
That's not true. Clinical obesity. Okay. If I wanted to make a counter argument for this, I would say if the body responds to things in a way where you can't control it, and we have to define obesity. Is it morbid obesity? Is it just like the BMI scale obesity? Those are two different things. Like, I don't think people should be shamed for their weight if their body literally does that to them. I think that's a fair thing to say. Do you agree with that? I'm sure you do.
I'm not talking about a couple of extra pounds. I'm talking about clinical obesity. If you don't like that.
See? Oh, there it is. I proved my point. Pause champ react Andy. I proved my point. I don't want to hear nobody on YouTube say, you didn't prove anything. I literally just said it. The body can't control it. What definition of obesity are you giving me? I'm not talking about a couple extra pounds. I'm talking about clinical obesity. Continue.
If you don't want to see that on the cover of magazines, well, that's your fault.
Literally, it's your fault. What the fuck is wrong with her? Capitalist societies can choose to honor whatever they want if that's what gets them the most dollars. Y'all hate it because capitalism don't serve you no more.
Even more radically, abortion. They want that now to be secured at 9 months in the womb.
It's not true.
They're calling that progressive.
That's not true.
Well, think about that.
And that's literally and like last that's I'm gonna say that's not true because I know what she's referencing. The idea that if a baby becomes toxic to the mother, like stillborns and shit, they legally can't give abortions to like stillborns and shit, so like they have to give birth to the, like, you feel what I mean? That's what that's about. Like really hard level shit like that. That's the, and you're a woman. And you're a damn, and you a woman. See, I'm never going to disrespect somebody for who they are. She is a cisgendered woman. Never going to disrespect like the womanhood factor. It's just amazing that she would.
Let's revisit those topics in the context of a death cult. Ready?
Okay, I mean, I could make anything sound scary if I were to say like, let's revisit like paper cuts for money as a death cult. Like
LGBTQ, the death to gender and masculinity, telling children they can.
why would it get the death to gender? You mean traditional gender roles? Because you just named. I mean, if we want to, that's sexual orientation too, though. Like part of that, what you just said in that is sexual orientation, not gender. You see what I mean? It's the word. She prepared a script. A script for this. Explain that.
Pick their genders. What is that going to lead to?
What is it going to lead to? What is it going to lead to? Children pick their favorite superheroes and want to dress up as them. Children run around in rooms and act crazy because they saw the Tasmanian devil do it and they spun around. What exactly is picking a gender for a 7-year-old going to do? 7-year-old says, oh, I think I'm a she. Okay, 5 years after approaching that thought and seeing if they continue on with it, let's start talking about these things. Let's get them evaluated. Let's see what's going on. After 5 years, that person is like, no, I'm a he. I thought I was, but like, I guess I'm in tune with my feminine self and I saw something represented, but at least you guys gave me the chance to work it out. Oh, so what is it going to lead to that's negative? I wonder what she'll say.
What's going to lead to families that can't reproduce, right?
The argument of gay people. See? So they're going to say trans men and trans women should be allowed to only date each other and stay out of the rest of the gene pools. That's what it's going to. That is eugenics argument. It's so easy to see that shit. Families that can't reproduce. So they're going to push it in the black community because we already know we got issues in the home there.
Same-sex marriages can't productively reproduce. If you're telling men to be women and women to be men, you're destroying the nuclear family. Think about climate change in that same context.
Did I get it? Yo, every time, you know what I need? I need like a sound alert. And I just press that button every time, and it's like, winner, winner, winner. Like, hello? Hello? Look, I know you guys watch these videos. I know people are watching my Twitch stream right now, and I get it. I'm small, I'm little, I'm not like at the forefront of the conversation. People don't write articles about me, X, Y, and Z. But like, I am a normal person from a normal town in a normal city in a normal state. I do not have the power that she has. Yet me and my small little group of people here can figure out this bullshit. Like, I really need you to work me through how exactly is that possible? If she is so brilliant and one of the most educated minds on earth, why is it that I'm able to deconstruct this time and time again? And fuck the detractors or whatever they say to try to make up. I'm not going to sit there and argue with you because you're commenting on YouTube. Like, you're already losing the battle with me. No, please comment though. I do like it. But you're already losing the battle with me. Show up on a Twitch stream. Say something dumb. We'll get into a conversation about it. I will prove you wrong and we'll have a good time with that.
What do they say over and over again? There's not going to be a planet in 10 years. It would be irresponsible for you to start a family.
No one says that. No one says that. It would be irresponsible for you to start a family with these low ass wages that we're receiving and this shitty. Like OSHA doesn't work as well as you think it does, and that's one of the great big fucking like we care about workers. Like that's the like hello. So much regulation doesn't go into that shit. So much regulation. It would be irresponsible for you to have a child during this crazy ass time if people aren't gonna pick. Like, you really gonna bore a kid into this world to see a gray sky? The fucking Matrix, like, to make that fucking joke, like, was it the Matrix about literally us scorching the sky? Like,
Actually, the most bizarre headline I think of the week was me learning that Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are going to receive an award from some progressive charity because they've agreed to only have 2 children. Think about
I that sounds like I need so much more context. I'm gonna let that one go.
that. They're going to get an award for not having a larger family. Fat acceptance. Well, what is fat? What is clinical obesity? It is the #1 killer in America today.
Does that count? Heart disease, does that count directly from obesity? Is that not like capitalist diet? Is that not like, are we not counting inside of that like hereditary factors that we haven't solved? Are we talking about? Okay, I guess we're. Okay, yeah, my dad's just gonna keep screaming, so we're just gonna keep going through it. We're just gonna keep going through it. Are we counting cancer? Are we counting fucking cigarettes in this? Are we counting alcohol, diet? That was the thing. Yo, you just said it. Yeah, the Cheerios ad. Heart health. Eat hearty. Eat healthy. Eat happy. Some shit like that. Yeah. Okay, so that's bullshit. Anyway, yeah, like I'm giving it to
Heart
bullshit.
disease that comes from obesity. And yet,
Okay, now that's what I could look up.
Hey man, look. Shoot, we need both of them incomes. Yeah, you know what I mean?
I was gonna look up kill rate. I'm fucking weird, bro. Heart disease facts. Heart disease is the leading cause of death for women, men, and people. People of most racial of the groups. One person dies every 36. Fuck, that's so weird. One person dies every 36 seconds in the United States. What the fuck, yo? Why are so many people dying? Coronary heart disease, heart attack. About 1 in 5 heart attacks is silent. Fuck me. Okay. High blood pressure, high cholesterol, and smoking are key risk factors. Diabetes, overweight, and obesity. See what I'm doing? See what I'm doing here? Okay, we're not gonna do this because this is a YouTube segment, but that's something that we could fucking just look up.
promote it. They want to put it on covers of magazines. They want to glamorize clinical obesity.
That's not true. We've already gone over that. But again, that's the fucking Precious and Lizzo argument.
Abortion, self-explanatory.
No, it's not.
My husband was right.
No, he's not.
Be a leftist means to commit yourself to an obsession with death.
That's the
Democrat leadership
you literally made no fucking sense in what you just said.
is committed to a different kind of death. They are committed to the death of our society.
That's not fucking true. You literally denied January 6th. Fuck off.
Committed to the death of individualism.
You literally don't want people to be gay. Fuck off.
and they are ultimately committed to the death to freedom. We know this because Karl Marx wrote the book on it, and it seems now the Democrats in this country are performing a play on it. What they are after is obviously a totalitarian state. To put it in Star Wars terms, unlimited power.
Smell like bitch in here.
Oh, y'all smell like bitch to me. Good looks on the follow. Thank you. I'm gonna run that back. I'm not even going to give you my take on it.
To put it in Star Wars terms, unlimited power. Karl Marx described socialism as the transitory state.
You know what? I think you're about to watch the evolution. I might just become a mini fucking Hassan Piker at this point. I'm gonna do this real simple. How the fuck did you get from abortions, climate change, and clinical obesity to communism? Where did you even get there? How did you even who did you how?
State between a capitalist society and a communist one. Describes socialism as the transitory state between a capitalist society and a communist one. And we know that communism has been a long march of death and destruction.
So has capitalism, so has as a matter of fact, it seems like governments run by shitty people, no matter what economic system they fall under, just tend to be really shitty. Have we thought about maybe not letting shitty people run governments?
Leftism, when someone commits to it, is nothing but a long march of death and destruction.
Then why do you quote MLK?
That's the bad news. The question now is there any hope? I know a lot of people wake up and they feel hopeless. It feels like every day we are losing more and more of our country. Well,
She started this show in 2021. Is Rachel Ray still on the air? Oh, that scared the fuck out of me. I thought that was Rachel Ray, because I was like, I'm pretty sure she don't look like that. Damn, Drew Barrymore is old now. Okay, anyway, yeah, the show is still on. That's all I cared about.
there is at least one quote that I love from the Star Wars movies, and this is it. We are the very last of the resistance, but we are not alone.
Oh, no, you don't. No, you fucking don't. Don't do this. You know what? Props to her. This is the first time ever. I gotta give props to Candace Owens. That's just such a well laid out ending to paint yourselves as the pain maker, like the pain takers, to paint yourself as the fucking Han Solos taking the country back after the Democrats stole the election, made it seem like they didn't, and then austered in all these policies that are gonna kill Americans left and right. Not the fucking Delta variant that's literally snuffing out people. One dude laying in a hospital bed and he said to the fucking reporters, I still wouldn't get the vaccine. And I'm like, this untested. And then like the guy that he listens to was like, yeah, vaccines are good. And he's like, I still don't believe that. Like COVID almost killed you if it wasn't for science, but you won't trust the same science to give you the vaccine.
In every corner of the galaxy, the downtrodden and the oppressed know our symbol, and they put their hope in it. That's powerful, because I believe it to be true today of America. I believe that all across the world, the downtrodden and the oppressed are putting their faith in our country. They are looking to America to see what happens. We saw this over the weekend. Of course, the protests that are erupting in Cuba right now. The protesters, begging for their freedom, are waving the American flag, a symbol of hope. So what do we have to do? We have to keep fighting because it matters. It matters that we remain hopeful every single day. That's why I fight. Why do you? Thanks for joining. Of course, the protests that are erupting in Cuba right now. The worlds, the downtrodden and the oppressed are putting their faith in our country.
Okay. I need you all to remember that during the pandemic, a whole shit ton of countries were breaking their curfews, breaking their policies on COVID restrictions and distancing to have Black Lives Matter protests. I really, really, really need us to remember that. Because that shit is crazy.
They are looking to
Clap.
welcome back.